Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Maha Sharazi, your computer teacher, and this is your assignment number 6 of grade 5. So there are some guidelines which you need to follow before starting your assignments. Attempt the assignment on a separate sheet. Draw margin lines of about ½ inch on both sides of the sheet. Write your name, RCN, grade, section, campus, assignment number and subject, and then start the written assignment. Maintain a file of assignments to be submitted when school reopens, and give at least 30 minutes per day to this assignment so you can easily finish it on time. We are going to read from page 28 to 33 from your computer book, that is computing, and after this assignment you need to solve the following activities: activity 1 and activity 2. Okay, so let's start the topic. The topic is choosing web content. In this lesson you will learn how to choose information carefully from the World Wide Web, that is www. Can you trust web content? A web search will provide you with links to many web pages. The links lead to information you can use to complete a project. How will you decide which web pages to use and which to reject? Sometimes content on web pages is wrong. The person who wrote the content may have made a mistake, or the information may be out of date. Sometimes the writer of web page may deliberately try to mislead you. Checklist for choosing web content. Ask the questions in the checklist to help you choose content that is correct, reliable, and relevant. Number 1. Who wrote the content? Who owns the website? Who wrote the web page? Is the content up to date? Is the page appropriate for your age? Is the content relevant? Does the page give you facts or opinion? Now there is an activity. Choose a web page you have visited during this unit. Use the checklist in this lesson to write a report about the page. Now in the Explore More dialog box they are saying, ask a member of your family to suggest a web page you can both look at. Working together, complete the checklist shown on this page. What does your family member think of the website? Is it a good website or a bad website? Now there is an extra challenge. Search the web for information about the impacts of climate change. Find a page that you like. Is the page mainly facts or opinions? Give one example of each. So you need to search the web for information about the impact of climate change. Just search it on a Google or any search engine and display the facts which you have got from that website. Now the next topic is giving credit. In this lesson you will learn what copyright is and how to give credit to another person's work. So what is basically copyright? If you create something, you have copyright. Copyright means that you own the work you have created. Copyright protects the person who created the work. Copyright means that other people cannot copy that work, must ask for the copyright owner's permission to use or share the work, and must say who created the work. Giving credit for work you use. If you use part of someone else's work, you must say who has created that work. Your credit should include these 4 pieces of information: Zhengying, Saving the Whales, thedailynews.com, and October 2019. So Zhengying is basically the name of the author. Saving the Whales is the title of the article of that respective web page. Thedailynews.com is basically your website, and October 2009 is the date the work has created or the date you have accessed the website. Using photos in your work. Photos can make your project look special. A photo can explain an idea more clearly than words alone. Some photographers and artists allow the people to use their work free of charge. They use a Creative Commons license to find Creative Commons images using a web search such as Creative Commons Free Image Tiger. Plagiarism. It is good to use information you have found on the web in your schoolwork. Quotes and facts from experts will improve your work. Pictures will add impact to your projects and assignments. However, Never pretend that another person's work is your own. That is called plagiarism. Always credit another person's work. Be confident. You can create great work by yourself. Now there is an activity. In lesson 2.4, you found a web page about the impacts of climate change. Go back to the page and find a piece of text you would like to quote. Copy and paste that quote into the document. Add a credit at the end of the quote. Now there is an extra challenge. Find a creative common photo that illustrates the quote you used in the activity. Add the photo to your document and add a credit for the photo. In the Think Again dialog box, they are saying, why does crediting another person's works matter? If it is on the internet, why not just use it? How would you feel if someone copied your work and claimed it was their own? So just think about it. If you are working very hard and you are making some project, you are working on some assignment, and someone else come and just claim that all the hard work you have done is just useless, and he just snatch all the credit, he or she. So it will be very disappointing for you. So for that reason, what you need to do whenever you are using someone else's work, always give them some credit because they deserve it. Okay? And that is also an ethical way. Now come to the next topic, which is 2.6 Web Challenge. In this lesson you will learn use the skills and knowledge you have learned in this unit to complete a team web challenge. The task: work in a team to create a set of fact sheets. Choose the topic for your fact sheets, and here is an example: big cat fact sheets. Each fact sheet will about one big cat, for example lion, puma, tiger, cheetah, leopard or jaguar. The fact sheets will always have the same design and the same headings. Here are some more ideas: famous scientists, football teams, popular singers, capital cities, and endangered species. Plan your work. Before you start the challenge, plan how your team will work on it. What topic will you choose? How will you decide the work between the team members? How will you design your fact sheets? What headings will be used? And where will you get the photos? So choose the website. Before you start to collect information, each team member should carry out a web search and choose a relevant website. Now collect your facts. Research the information you need. Copy and paste the information into a blank word processor document. Create your fact sheets. When you have collected enough information, transfer the information into a fact sheet. And remember to work as a team to make sure your fact sheets are all look like the same. Now there is an activity. Working in a team, divide up the work you have to do. Create several fact sheets about your chosen topic. Now there is an extra challenge. Discuss the web challenge with your team. What is a success? What websites have been particularly helpful, and were any of the topics too hard or too easy? Think Again dialog box says, make a list of the websites you use for this task and rate how useful each one is. Now be creative, okay? Make your fact sheets look interesting and professional. Which fonts and heading size will you use? Which color combinations look the best? Try looking at some fact sheets online for design ideas. So this was all about your today's lecture. We have completed our respective portion. Now come to the activities. Activity number 1 says, answer the following questions. Write a note on checklist for choosing web content. What is copyright? And what is meant by plagiarism? So we have discussed all of these questions in this respective topic. So write the answer according to the respective question. Now activity number 2 says, carry out a web search to find information about the wildlife in China. Look at some of the websites in the search engine list of the results. Choose the website you think is best for you to find the information. Then answer the following questions. List the keywords that you used in your web search. Write down the 2 pieces of information about the wildlife in China that you found in your search. List 3 websites you thought were useful, and which website did you choose as the best and why. So this was all about your today's lecture. I hope so that it will be easy for you to continue your assignment and complete it on time. So see you in the next lecture. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.